All right, welcome back to Ageod's Civil War II. This is Charles, and today we're going to be doing the last tutorial in this advanced tutorial and I think concept series. And we're going to be taking a look at some of the final special orders with a force, basically. So this here kind of just goes through your different options. So what I'm going to do though is I've clicked on the Army of the Potomac, led by General McDowell, and then I'm going to click on the two guns, and then it brings up different options. So as you go through them, you have an enter structure option. So if you click that, and then you were to move to another location, at the end of that turn, it would enter the structure when you arrive. You might want to do that if you wanted to enter a fort, for example. So the next one is forced march, and what that's going to do is if you're moving, you can see that it speeds it up from 4 days to 3 days. It does tire your troops out, so you're only going to use that for very special occasions if you really need to move fast. There is synchronized movement, and what that's going to do, we can't actually do it here because we don't have another core, but if we had a core, we could press synchronized movement, did, and then if we dragged it to another location, the accompanying cores would follow McDowell. Generally, it's the same day or very, very close to the same day, but I have noticed is that they don't, if a certain core has really tired troops or forces that can't move as fast, they may not be able to keep up with McDowell. There is move by rail, which we looked at earlier. We've already looked at organizing, and then finally we can look at special orders about building and destroying structures. So one of them is to destroy rail, and another one of them is to build a depot. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull supply out. That's how you build a depot with 4 supply elements. I'm going to click on that. So it's going to build, and I've clicked on destroy rail. And then what I'm going to do is let's do a force march, getting them to Manassas as soon as possible, and we'll run the turn. And what we should see is that a depot is being built, Alexandria Railroad has been destroyed, and McDowell will arrive in Manassas. And then a battle should ensue. Alright, so the battle is happening, and it's a stalemate. Okay, so the outcome is McDowell has arrived. There was a battle, as we saw. You can see that the railroad has now been destroyed because, well, you can see it tells us the rail network of this region has been destroyed. And let's see, there's now a depot here, Alexandria Depot, size 1 depot. And oops, if we press 2, see how it's flashing? So now there's another way to see that there is a depot here. So there's obviously a lot more to the game. There were a couple more tutorials talking about the historical options and regional options. We had already looked at that in the second tutorial series. So I think the next thing to do is now to go on and do a video series playing the AI, playing an actual game. So I hope you will join me with that. All right, see you next time.